So I don't know if I've ever actually talked about this, but when I cycle, I tend to cycle at night because it's so warm in the day that it's unbearably difficult to use the turbo trainer indoors in the daytime. So I tend to cycle at night. And the problem is that tonight's been so busy with so many things going on and filming the video at the last minute that I'm completely overshot my schedule on cycling. So it's now 12:30 a.m. I'm rushing back to DA, to Car Apartments, to try and get a cycle session in before my neighbour downstairs goes to sleep because the turbo trainer makes noise and it might disturb her sleep. So I'm literally running back to DA now so that I can get a cycle session in for today before she goes to sleep. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, all bleary-eyed today because I ended really late last night after I did my first 40-kilometer session or 39.5-kilometer session on my indoor trainer. Then I went back to gift building to do some work, to upload some videos, and that took a while. So by the time I was done with everything, it was 4 a.m. So considering how hard I worked, celebrating with the kombucha, now back off to the gift building to see if I can try and figure out the issues that I've been having with my laptop. So I didn't mention this before, but I'm actually on a sort of training plan for a gravel bike that's going to last for another 3 weeks, and then once I'm done with that, I will start training to ride an Imperial Century, which is 100 miles or 162 kilometers. So the fact that I was able to do 40 today, I guess kind of bodes well. But yeah, I'm off to the gift building now to get some work done. So I will see you guys later. Bye! Hey guys, so it's Saturday, just finished JP's mindful morning meditation, which, if I'm going to be honest, was a bit of a slog. Today's session was a bit of a slog because been keeping pretty late nights recently. Yeah, because just losing track of time, you know, when writing, and then as a result, half the day is gone, and then by the time I look up, it's like nighttime, and then I've got to squeeze in the workouts that I'm doing as part of a cycling training plan, and I've got to get them done before they expire. So it means that I have to do it, you know, even if it's like 12 midnight or like 1 in the morning. So I've been going to sleep at like 4 for the last 3 days, something like that. So anyway, I'm hoping my time management skills will be better next week, and that's not going to happen. But what have I been working on? What have I been writing? I've been actually I've resumed work on an introduction to Buddhism book. Yeah, that's what I've been focused on for the last few days. Taking the opportunity to do a bit of circumambulation around Lama Tsongkhapa right now before I go back to DA, get some breakfast, and then get on with the rest of my day. I don't think I've actually mentioned it before, or maybe I have, I can't remember, because I'm filming this in segments. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but I'm actually in training. I'm actually building up to do an Imperial Century on the bike. So an Imperial Century is 100 miles, which is 160 to 162 kilometers, which at my current rate will take me 6 hours on my bike. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to do that, but yeah, it's going to take 6 hours on the bike. Why am I doing it? Someone asked me the other day, why am I doing it? Because I can? Because I don't know. So yeah, that's what I am training for. Surprisingly, being on the bike has been extremely meditative. I guess because of the repetition, push, scrape, pull. Just doing that repetition over and over again has been quite meditative. At least it's helped to sort of clear the head and let me think, so that I can figure out what it is that I want to put when I apply pen to paper, or when I put my fingers to my laptop. Yeah, I found cycling quite useful, I guess, for clearing the head and focusing. Anyway, rambling again. I am now, circumambulating around Lord Tsongkhapa. I'll show you guys. So Lord Tsongkhapa over here. I'm also testing out a new phone because because my other phones are now dead. We've been having a lot of, well, I don't know, myself, Benkui and JP have been having a lot of technical computer and phone related issues recently. So annoying. So now testing out a new phone, which I think is doing pretty well. Obviously it doesn't have a stabilizer like the GoPro, but I don't know. Do any phones have stabilizers? Anyway, before I continue rambling, I'm gonna head back inside to DA, get some breakfast, and then yeah, get on with the rest of my day. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so it's 11:30 right now on Monday the 18th. Just off to the main guardhouse, or what we call post 1, to drop off a parcel for mailing. What happens is the postman comes to the guardhouse and then picks up whatever it is that we need to send out. So I'm off to go and do that. I will see you guys shortly. Bye. So yeah, I'm not gonna look at the camera while I'm driving. It's been an interesting few days. Yesterday we had a meeting about how we're going to resume our writing work and our upcoming plans now that the conditional movement control order is in place, and now that we're looking at the MCO eventually, gradually being lifted. So we covered that, talked about the courses that we might be doing and some of the other administrative housekeeping stuff that we have to do. I've also just received a bunch of articles in Nepali which need to be uploaded to the Nepali blog, so I will be working on that today, as well as continuing work on the Introduction to Buddhism book. What else? So a couple of days ago I got a really stupid message saying, did you know that if you leave an onion cut in your room, it will purify the air of COVID-19? It won't, okay? Please don't do that. Please, 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 for the love of God, for the love of Buddha, please don't leave a cut onion in your room thinking that you are safe from the virus. No. And the most incredible thing for me was that the person who sent it is normally quite logical. For me, if you can, if you can actually forward things on WhatsApp and you know how to forward things on social media, you definitely know how to Google things. Please don't send out, you know, alarmist news and information that you haven't checked out for yourself, that you haven't done a fact check on, because it's really dangerous. You know what's gonna happen is, if people follow your advice and they get hurt, you know, the karma's on you. So if you're not sure, if you're in doubt, in fact, you know what, everything you get forwarded on social media, if it's not from the official channels, official government channels, just double check it, just fact check it, alright? Anyway, obviously I'm here at post 1 now, so I'm going to go and drop this off, and I will see you guys in a bit. Right, so parcel delivered to the main guardhouse, and the postman will come later to collect it. Now I'm gonna go back to the gift building to continue work. I read in the news maybe 2 days ago that there is a chatter, rumors I guess, that they'll soon be allowing temples and things to resume their activities, obviously with very strict SOPs about how to maintain safety and hygiene for visitors. So once the movement control order is lifted, hope you guys will be able to visit KFR. It's been what, 50 days? Nearly like 3 months since, nearly 2 months? 2 months? Yeah, nearly 2 months since the MCO was imposed. I mean, kudos to our government, kudos to the authorities for having acted so quickly to flatten the curve. I have to say, I'm extremely proud of the way Malaysians have handled this COVID-19 pandemic. You know how quickly everybody responded. to the lockdown measures and how quickly everyone obeyed. I know that things were rocky at the beginning when people were getting used to things and not really sure of what we now consider the new normal, how to act or behave and live within the new normal. But I think Malaysians have done really well so far overall, haven't they? We've managed to flatten the curve, and in a country, a population of nearly 30 million, 112 deaths, although a single death is one death too many. 112 deaths in a country and a population of nearly 30 million. I mean, that's incredible. So yeah, just very proud of how Malaysians have handled everything and how our healthcare system has kept up and been able to save so many people, and how our authorities were willing to make very difficult decisions which they knew wouldn't be popular, wouldn't be liked, but they still did anyway because they knew that it was for the good of the country. So just very proud and happy with how everything has gone. So obviously now that we are getting into the tail end, fingers crossed, of this movement control order, and things will start to relax and loosen over time, I've been thinking more and more about how our life is going to be like after this. I know that things will never go back to being the same again. I know that it's an entire generation of people who are completely traumatized by what has happened, and it's going to remain in our collective living memory for a really long time. So things won't go back to normal, and I've been spending a lot of time thinking about how things are going to be, what people are going to be like. I really do hope that the lessons that we've learned over this period stick with us. Lessons in, not falling into the trap of consumerism. Lessons that we've learned about taking care of one another and how dependent we are on one another. I hope that those lessons stick. And the importance of respecting our environment and how quickly things can change overnight. No one saw this coming, right? No one knew that this was going to happen. But when it happened and when it hit, just see how quickly things fell apart as soon as COVID-19 hit, and how unprepared we were in some ways and how prepared we were in other ways. I think once all of this is over, or as over as it can be, it's time to really take a good look and take stock of the situation and be honest with ourselves, and be honest with whether the way that we were living and behaving before was sustainable, and whether we can continue to live and behave in that way, and what we can do to make things different the next time. If there is a next time, fingers crossed there is never a next time. But I mean, with karma, eventually something's gonna come up, right? So let's be prepared for it. Anyway, so obviously I'm back inside Kechara Forest Retreat, and I'm going to head back to gift building now to resume my work. I will see you guys later. Bye. There's one more thing that I want to bring up, and that's actually, this is going to be the last video in this series of videos. Since we will be transitioning over to a new schedule, I will be on every Sunday at 10 a.m. I think it's 10 a.m. with a Sunday sharing about basically anything. If you guys want to ask me anything, I will be happy to cover that for you on the Sunday sessions. Will it be centered and themed around the movement control order? No, it will just be a general Sunday sharing of Dharma. So that will be starting this week on Sunday. So today is actually my last video of this series. I'm back at gift building. I will see you guys later. Bye! So before I sign off for the last time in this series, I thought that I would end by showing you guys a bunch of pictures of food that I've cooked and made recently, or eaten recently, because that seems to be something that everybody likes, right? Food videos and food pictures. So this is a bunch of pictures of things that I've made or consumed recently. Obviously not everything that I've had during the entire movement control order, but just stuff from the last week pretty much. So on the left we have kimchi fried rice made using wild rice and homemade vegan kimchi, and then on the right we have a Korean style ramyun made using the same kimchi. And then one day I had leftover roasted broccoli and roasted carrots, so another resident of Kechara Forest Retreat turned them into dumplings for me, gyoza style. So pan fried on the bottom and then finished off by steaming. And then I decided that I wanted to eat carbonara one day because it's been a while since I've had any
pasta that's cream based, so I made myself some plain cashew cream and turned that into carbonara. And then I used the leftover cashew cream to make a French vanilla latte for someone, as well as a cream of broccoli soup for myself, which I topped off with additional hemp seeds for some added protein. And I also used the cashew cream to make myself a queso, which I used to top off some maple syrup roasted carrots that I had with sourdough as well as guacamole. And then this morning I decided that I wanted to eat vegan fluffy banana pancakes because it's been a while since I've had pancakes, and my bananas were getting too ripe, so I turned that into banana pancakes, which, as you can see, turned out really nicely. I would probably increase the amount of sugar that I use in the batter next time, and maybe increase the amount of cinnamon, but the pancakes were excellent. They were delicious. So because the quantity of batter was so large, I ended up making way too many pancakes that I could eat, and I have frozen the remaining pancakes so that I can have them at a later date. And there you go. Fluffy vegan banana pancakes with maple syrup and cinnamon sugar. If you guys want the recipes, let me know and I will post them up for you. So thank you everyone so much for watching, for all of your support, and for following us in this schedule for the last over 50 days. Thank you so much for liking and sharing all of the videos, and for your comments and your questions. Do keep a lookout for the new schedule of videos which will soon be announced. And don't forget to continue to like, to share, and to subscribe to the videos, and to like and to follow the Facebook page. Once again, thank you everyone for watching and for following us, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget, every Sunday, 10 a.m., there will be a Sunday Dharma sharing. Alright, so I'll see you guys then. Bye.